a lot to cheer about, frankly.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jumpers, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was right through the roof, and you can't win when that's the case.
That is good.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school, just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
The pass to Big Cat. Six to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Puts it up from 17, and that one's good. Millsap.
What? No,
Millsap's got 5 now.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. Big Cat in their last game against the Heat was simply terrific. He finished with 48 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing, Clark.
Yeah, I agree. I was just glad I got a chance to witness it. It's always such a special night when a player of his caliber gets so locked in and focused.
And you know, in an 82-game season with so much talent, every once in a while, everything's going to click. And that was definitely the case that night. It took a while for Dion Waiters to find his way in the NBA, but after about half a season, he really started to grow with the Cavs. Showed a lot of that potential as he put forth a much more efficient effort in the second half.
Shoots from the high post. Rebound by the Hawks. And Waiters, a strong-bodied combo guard, taken 4th overall. Clark in the 2012 draft out of Syracuse.
And you know, he's drawn some Dwayne Wade comparisons for his slashing and finishing ability, and I can understand it, but hold up, folks. Don't get carried away with that yet. But I love what Waiters showed in his rookie year. He's got some playmaking ability, has active hands defensively, first-team all-rookie. He's going to be a key part of the Cavs going forward.
There's the dish to Thompson. Here's Waiters. Makes it off the glass. Waiters got his second bucket tonight.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Now here's Teague. Guarded closely. And the basket by Horford.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Dishes it to Miles. Feeds it to Thompson. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And a look at the top single-season player efficiency ratings. I love this statistic. Wilt Chamberlain, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and we've got some more modern talent representing as well.
Yeah, you're talking the elites of the game when you go down that list. Interesting to see a new school stat kind of juxtaposed with the old school legends, but you know, the rankings obviously make sense if those guys are at the top.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Goes up the baseline. Good as the jump shot falls. Thompson's got 11 points.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Horford against Bynum. Horford the pass to Big Cat. Teague for 3, and he gets it to go. He has 7.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Kicks it to Miles. From the arc, and he gets it to go. Miles has got 6 points in the quarter.
Kevin, he does a great job of moving without the ball, and he gets a lot of good looks because of that movement. And as long as his teammates are setting screens and looking for him, he can be lethal from the outside.
And that is the key, Steve, but his release in those catch-and-shoot moments is also terrific.
The Cavaliers trail by 6.
You know, last season the Hawks were a solid team on the road. Nothing spectacular. Really what you'd expect from a 3 seed in the East. Ended the year with a 19-22 road record. Not bad. And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Teague dishes to Horford. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Clark, you said about the Hawks last year, 19-22 on the road. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Hawks ahead. They're up by 2. And now let's catch up with Dort.
Standing by with Andrew Bynum.
Now, presented by Sprint.
It's Boxing Day, and we've got some bargains for you right here on the Halftime Report. Atlanta with the lead against Cleveland. As far as the conference is concerned, they're sitting right in the leader's rearview mirror. For Big Cat, it's been 2 weeks.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Detroit Pistons.
Now, Kevin, I'm all for aggressive defense, but they were over the top in that game and wound up in a lot of foul trouble.
Well, Steve, you and I both know it, Kevin as well. There's a difference between being aggressive and being reckless. Clearly, they were the latter.
Thompson and Zeller in the middle. Irving and Waiters, the guards. And it's G in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Irving with it, picked up by Teague. Irving kicks to G. Off the left rim and out.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Outside Teague. He kicks to Brand. Wide open look. Gets it to fall in the bucket from Big Cat. And it's an 8-point Atlanta lead.
And the buckets always coming in bunches for him. And right now, they are really rolling.
Irving passes to Thompson. Right block shot. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game. The Hawks leading by 6. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And the nation of intimidation right in front of us here, guys, on this overlay. Let's take a moment here for the career leaders in blocks per game. Some giants of the NBA.
Well, that's what you'd expect, right? Mark Eaton, 7'4", Manute Bol, 7'7". I mean, those are specialists right there. And then you have more all-around big guys like Hakeem Olajuwon, David Robinson. And I'll tell you what, if you're averaging around 3 blocks a game, well, that's top tier.
Big Cat, the pass to Brand. Millsap with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. Here's Big Cat. He's got 17. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, Elton Brand is a former #1 overall pick back in '99, guys. And despite that, was one of the most underrated star players from his days with the LA Clippers. Now he's starting to slow down. He's on the other side of that career mountain, if you will. But he's still a quality big man.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Korver comes in for Al Horford. And it's Jared Cunningham in for Jeff Teague. Varejao setting the pick for Irving. G, no good. And Brand always has played bigger than his 6'8" height with those long arms of his.
Yeah, and an underrated defender, Kevin. Offensively, he's always been a very consistent mid-range jump shooter and can score around the basket. But he guards the post pretty well.
Big Cat, the pass to Brand, and he converts the layup. Brand's got 8.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
Left side, Irving. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Here's Big Cat, covered by Irving. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. And you look at Big Cat, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
And that percentage is what you'd hope to get from one of your big men. To get it from a guy who spends most of his time on the perimeter, though, I mean, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, Steve, he has been a laser. That's what coaches call dead-eye shooters, lasers. His number one job is to create looks for his teammates. But as you can see by that percentage, he's just as good at creating high-quality chances for himself.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
No good on the triple.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
Irving attacking. Here's G. The three-pointer off the mark.
And I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. There was a lot of speculation on what the Cavs would do leading up to last summer's draft. No clear-cut number one, and they had a handful of guys to select from and even tried to shop the pick. Ultimately, they shocked everyone and took Anthony Bennett first overall. They're hopeful it works out as well as their last few number one picks, guys.
Yeah, great young player and certainly a stand-up individual. Thanks, Doris. The Hawks making a switch here. 1:19 left in the third quarter of the game. And Jack kicks to Clark.
Kevin, let's look at where the Hawks stand in the NBA rankings right now. First in shooting percentage. First in three-point field goal percentage. And they're also ranked number one in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
Here's Big Cat, defended by Jack. 6 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
And always good to look at the backstory of the stats. Here are some numbers for Jarrett Jack. He's putting up 10 points a night, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Those aren't bad numbers, but they're not the kind that are going to earn a lot of extra minutes for him either.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, if he wants to play a bigger role, a larger role on the team, those numbers are going to have to be better than just decent.
The Hawks making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Varejao dishes to Jack. 40 seconds left in the third. The shot no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. They'll be at home for the next game against the Bobcats. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Into Horford. Plays it up and banks it in. And now it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
And their lead continues to grow as they keep playing good, sound basketball.
Boy, they really have been executing well since halftime.
Here is Miles, covered by Carroll, and Miles kicks to Jack. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Pretty shot without a second to spare.
That can be so demoralizing for the team that gives up